can't believe I'm
Doch, ich glaube es. Brandscharfrichter von Priven. Bleiben Sie zu Hause. Influenza. Häufig von Lungenentzündung begleitet. Bleiben Sie zu Hause, um die spanische Grippe in jedem Fall zu vermeiden.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Back in the grave!
Oh Junge, geh doch da weg, Alter. Oh, ey, diese Ausdauer nur, ne?
Let's pin it down!
Ja. Ja, ja. Alter, das ist manchmal echt... Ja. Ey, dieses Kampfsystem ist so behindert, ey. Ach, Mann. Und wo starte ich? Ey, wo bin ich hier? Achso, hier bin ich. Ja, sehr schön. Oh, Junge, geh doch da weg, ey. Och, ey. Apropos wegen die Sachen, passt es hier Montag oder Mittwoch? Ja. Oh Junge, geh doch, mach doch einen Ausflug hier. Oh du Pfeife, ey. Mann, 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 Mann. Dennis, was geht, sagt er. Alter, der behindertste Vampir, den ich je erlebt habe hier. Aber Dennis nicht viel, außer gerade, dass ich ein bisschen angefressen bin, weil dieses Kampfsystem einfach kacke ist. So, Qualität Gameplay, wie ich sehe. Also Qualität Gameplay meinst du? Ah. Nur. Kann man sehen, wie man will. Ich reg mich eigentlich gerade mehr auf als alles andere. Ey, hier war ich schon. Nö, 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 nö. Das mache ich nicht nochmal. Ja. Muss nur sagen, wann Montag. Muss bis 14 Uhr arbeiten. Mittwoch hätte ich frei. Ich würde mich morgen noch mal bei dir melden. Ich weiß gerade nicht, wie bei mir Montag und Mittwoch aussieht.
I have this thirst of blood.
Aber das kriegen wir bestimmt irgendwie hin.
This is despicable.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye.
Aye. Ja.
He's too fucking fast.
Alter, pack ihn dir doch. Oh, ey, das kann doch nicht wahr sein hier. Och, Junge, geh doch da weg, ey. Alter. So. Einmal beißen schon mal. Als würde ihn ein Schwert überhaupt nicht interessieren, ey. Und man kann nicht irgendwie abwehren oder so, wenn der irgendwas macht, dass ich das abwehren kann? Ausweichen. Rennen. Abwehren kann er nicht. Klappt nicht. Geht nicht. Und seine Range ist auch hammerhart, ey.
When did you join the guard?
Och, Alter, geh weg.
You! Get back in the grave! Close. It's locked all right.
Alter. Und 20 Meter noch. Hier soll ich irgendwo hin.
Please open the door, sir.
Die Frage ist, wollen wir jetzt noch hier runter? 3 Level 10er. Alter, was ist er denn? Und tschüss. Okay, wir machen Hauptmission. Finde ich, ist ein guter Plan. Hauptmission klingt immer gut. Was war das für ein Vieh? Warum?
Chapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Jetzt mal, wieso laufen hier Werwölfe rum?
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Was? Wir wollen ihm helfen.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Ah ja.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Er denkt, er wäre ein ganz heißer Hund hier.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Ja, klar.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
Okay. So, total unbelehrbar, diese Jugend, ne? Also, echt.
Proud of me.
Du bist?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? But who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Auf deiner Wishlist ist Dark Souls. Das würde ich fühlen. Ich habe sogar Zugang dazu, aber ich habe noch andere Sachen echt auf der Liste. Muss ich ehrlich sagen. Und Dark Souls spielt wenn dann mein Bruder.
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Nett.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
Ist aber auf deiner Liste. Würde ich fühlen. Ja, vielleicht irgendwann. Gerade ist wichtigere Dinger, Spiele dran, die länger warten.
Death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see, long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have
Oder
a better
Sekiro.
life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job.
Das habe
I
ich
used
nicht.
to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Aber was ich habe, ist Neo, der erste Teil, glaube ich. Das ist nicht ähnlich?
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick broke and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Oh, nett.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Ich glaube, der zweite ist aber deutlich besser. Okay.
I will see you later.
Die Migräne braucht er. Ey, warum brauchen die alle Pillen hier?
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
Sekiro ist aber auch dieses andere Pen. Ja, das habe ich auch schon gehört.
I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just faked me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Ui, okay. Okay, das
A
war's.
gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Ne, die Waffe nimmt er ihn aber trotzdem nicht ab, ne? Ist auch spannend. Okay, Armer. Migräne. Er braucht was gegen Erschöpfung. Haben wir nicht was gegen Erschöpfung? Na klar. Wir haben ihn nicht gefragt, deswegen.
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Ups. Benjamin Palmer, mit dem haben wir eben gesprochen. Wo ist sie denn? Benjamin? Swanbrook's medicine.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Okay.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Swanborough.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Ja, ich hoffe ja nicht, ne?
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Mhm.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Okay. Und das, was sie macht,
I'd
ist
like
besser.
to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Mhm. Alles sehr teuer, alles sehr teuer. Ich will eigentlich ungern irgendwas verkaufen. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir das brauchen. Aber wir verkaufen einfach mal das Grüne, das Weiße. Da ist unbekannt. Und da müssen wir hin.
Please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You paid one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Oh, der Arme. Reden wir erstmal mit ihm.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr.
Hey, my friend.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Wie ist denn dein Leben in London? Doch das Geschäft.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okay.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Okay. Plunder und mehr.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Ah, okay.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Da beschuldigen sie die Migranten.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Ah, ja, deswegen, okay. Spannend.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Ah, wenn das nicht so teuer wäre alles hier, ne? Ich hab doch kein Money.
I should never have taken up my father's.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Is
Oh.
there only pain and suffering in this world?
Erstmal beklauen. Ja, wir klauen erstmal.
It's locked.
Danke fürs Geld. Professionelle Vampirjäger. Wenn Sie vermuten, dass jemand ein Vampir ist, versuchen Sie nicht, ihn zu töten. Sie haben keine Chance. Melden Sie sich lieber bei mir oder informieren Sie einen professionellen Vampirjäger. Diese Männer und Frauen sind selten, aber sie wissen, wie man mit diesen bösartigen Wesen umgeht. Es scheint auch so, als würden einige von ihnen unter dem Namen Wache von Priven zusammenarbeiten. Diese paramilitärische Organisation hat sich der Ausmerzung aller Vampire in London verschrieben. Sie sind ihre Freunde. Sie sind nicht allein. Es gibt Lösungen. Seien Sie schlau. Verbreiten Sie die Kunde. Clarence Crossley, melden Sie sich für weitere Informationen direkt bei mir. Okay. Mr. Crossley. Okay, dann reden wir mal mit dem Jungen, würde ich sagen. Oh, ein Tresor.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Das interessiert ihn auch überhaupt nicht hier, ne? An dem Tresor vielleicht der Schlüssel.
It's locked, all right. So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Okay.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Der sieht ein bisschen aus wie dieser andere Junge.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Okay.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Okay.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Macht ja Sinn, ne?
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Ich sollte...
May I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired.
Überschlag,
I don't
moin.
know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Ja, wir haben wieder nichts. Oh, wir haben
I
zu
will
wenig
see you
Medizin, ey.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Genau.
Is
Pass
there
auf dich
only
auf.
pain and suffering in this world?